Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the most jaw-dropping and downright improbable events in gambling history. From a man who turned a single dollar into millions, to a poker player who won against all odds, and even a lottery win that defied statistical probability. Get ready to be amazed by some of the most unlikely occurrences ever recorded in the world of high stakes and chance. We'll cover 7 incredible stories that will leave you questioning the very nature of luck. Let's get into it. First up, let's talk about the Monte Carlo roulette run of reds from 1913. Imagine walking into the most prestigious casino in the world, the air thick with anticipation. You walk up to a roulette table, surrounded by high rollers and seasoned gamblers, and lay down your bet. The wheel spins, the ball bounces, and red it is. But that's just the beginning. The wheel spins again and again and again, and each time, Lady Luck smiles down and paints the town red. 26 times in a row, the impossible unfolds before your very eyes. The crowd gasps, whispers turn to shouts, and the legend of the Monte Carlo roulette run of reds is firmly embedded in the history of gambling. People lost fortunes that day, their dreams crushed by an unbreakable streak. The Monte Carlo roulette run of reds shows the unpredictable nature of chance, a story that's shared in awe wherever gamblers gather. The odds of hitting red 26 times in a row are astronomical, approximately 1 in 67 million. As the streak continued, tension mounted. Gamblers were torn between disbelief and the hope of riding the wave. Some doubled down, convinced the streak would end, while others hesitated, fearing the loss of their fortunes. The Monte Carlo roulette run of reds is a legendary chapter in the story of gambling, a moment in time where the improbable became reality. Next up is Fred Craggs's incredible horse racing win in 2008. Now picture this. You're Fred Craggs, a 62-year-old fertilizer salesman from Yorkshire, England. You love a good flutter at the races, but you're not exactly known for your lucky streak. One fine day, Fred decides to place a bet on 8 different horse races. Not just any bet, mind you, but an 8-horse accumulator. The odds? A mind-boggling 2 million to 1. But Fred, bless his cotton socks, remains unfazed. He places his 50-pence wager, about the price of a cup of tea, and settles in to watch the races unfold. One by one, his horses cross the finish line in first place, defying the odds and leaving seasoned punters speechless. By the time the 8th horse storms to victory, the racing world is in a frenzy. Fred Craggs, the unassuming fertilizer salesman, has just pulled off one of the greatest upsets in horse racing history, turning his 50 pence into a life-changing £1 million. The races took place across various tracks, each with its own unique challenges and competitors. The horses involved were not the favorites, making Fred's win even more astonishing. The 2,000 to 1 odds were a testament to the sheer improbability of his success. Yet, against all odds, Fred's faith in his choices paid off in a spectacular fashion. Now let's rewind to 1891 and the legendary Charles Wells, who famously broke the bank at Monte Carlo. Picture the lavish splendor of the Monte Carlo casino during its golden era. The air crackles with anticipation as elegantly dressed patrons place their bets, hoping to strike it rich. Among them is Charles Wells, a mysterious Englishman with an air of quiet confidence. Wells sits down at a roulette table and begins to play with an almost supernatural streak of luck. He wins and wins again and again, his pile of chips growing larger with each spin of the wheel. The casino staff watches with growing concern as Wells's winnings start to deplete their reserves. In those days, each roulette table had a reserve of cash, known as the bank, and breaking the bank meant winning it all. Wells achieved this not once, not twice, but an astonishing 11 times over several days. His winnings amounted to over £1,000,000 francs, a staggering sum at the time, equivalent to millions today. News of Wells's exploits spread like wildfire, turning him into an overnight sensation. Charles Wells's story is a prime example of the irresistible appeal of risk-takers, those gamblers who dare to defy the odds and come out on top. But what was his secret? Some say Wells used a martingale betting system, doubling his bets after each loss to recover previous losses and gain a profit. The reactions were mixed. While some patrons were in awe, others were skeptical, suspecting foul play. After his incredible winning streak, Wells left Monte Carlo a wealthy man, but his fortune didn't last. He eventually squandered his winnings on failed investments and was later imprisoned for fraud. Despite his downfall, Charles Wells remains a legendary figure in gambling history, a testament to the highs and lows of risking it all. At number 4, we have Archie Carras's legendary winning streak from 1992 to 1995. Imagine this: you're down to your last $100, facing what feels like insurmountable debt. You're Archie Carras, a high-stakes gambler with a knack for turning the tables, and you're about to embark on a winning streak so epic, it will rewrite the rules of gambling lore. Archie's story begins in Los Angeles, where he turns that $100 into $17 million playing pool. But Archie's appetite for risk, for the adrenaline rush of high-stakes gambling, is far from satisfied. He heads to Las Vegas, the city of sin, with his newfound fortune, and sets his sights on conquering the casino floor. Over the next 3 years, Archie becomes a force of nature, dominating poker tables, mastering craps, and cleaning up at baccarat. At the poker tables, Archie employed an aggressive strategy, often intimidating his opponents with massive bets and fearless bluffs. In craps, he relied on his sharp instincts and a bit of luck, making bold bets that paid off handsomely. His baccarat games were no less thrilling, as he meticulously calculated odds and made strategic wagers. Archie's winning streak not only amassed him a fortune, but also left an indelible mark on the gambling world. Despite the dramatic downfall, Archie Carras's winning streak remains one of the most awe-inspiring and improbable runs in gambling history. Chapter 6. Mike Ashley's $1.3 million roulette bet, 2008. In 2008, British businessman Mike Ashley placed a $480,000 bet on the number 17 in roulette. Picture this: you're a billionaire businessman with a penchant for bold moves and a love for the beautiful game. You find yourself in a London casino, the atmosphere electric with anticipation, and you decide to place a bet that will have everyone talking. Mike Ashley, the man who built a retail empire, is no stranger to taking risks. He calmly walks up to a roulette table and places a bet of £480,000. That's more than most people make in a lifetime, on a single number 17. The crowd gasps, the dealer's hand trembles slightly, and the air is tense. The roulette wheel spins, the ball dances around its perimeter, and as fate would have it, lands on the number 17. Mike Ashley's gamble wasn't just about the money. It was a statement, proof of his unshakable faith in his own luck. Leading up to the bet, Ashley had been on a winning streak, feeling invincible. His strategy was simple yet audacious: go big or go home. The reactions of those around him were a mix of disbelief and admiration. Whispers filled the room as everyone watched in awe. When the ball landed on 17, the room erupted in cheers. It was a moment of triumph not just for Ashley, but for everyone who witnessed the incredible win. Chapter 6. The MIT Blackjack Team. At number 6, we have the infamous MIT Blackjack Team. Imagine a group of brilliant minds, students from the prestigious Massachusetts Institute of Technology, using their intellect and mathematical prowess not to solve complex equations or design groundbreaking technology, but to beat the house at its own game: blackjack. In the 1980s and 1990s, This group, known as the MIT Blackjack Team, took the gambling world by storm. Armed with card-counting techniques, sophisticated strategies, and nerves of steel, they infiltrated casinos across the globe, amassing millions in winnings. Their operation was like something out of a Hollywood heist movie. They developed intricate signaling systems, used disguises to avoid detection, and even employed a complex network of investors to bankroll their endeavors. The team meticulously trained in card counting, shuffle tracking, and team play, allowing them to maximize their winnings while minimizing the risk of detection. At its peak, the MIT Blackjack Team had dozens of members and operated on a global scale, hitting casinos in Las Vegas, Atlantic City, and even Europe and Asia. Their success forced casinos to change their security measures, implementing more sophisticated surveillance and stricter rules to counteract card counting. The MIT Blackjack Team's legacy continues to inspire aspiring card sharks and mathematicians alike, reminding us that sometimes the greatest gamble is betting on your own abilities. Chapter 7. Elmer Sherwin's Double Megabucks Jackpot. Finally, we have Elmer Sherwin, a name synonymous with luck, a man who defied the odds not once but twice to claim the coveted Megabucks jackpot. Imagine this. You've just retired, enjoying your golden years, when you decide to take a chance on a slot machine. In 1989, Elmer Sherwin, a World War II veteran, walked into a Las Vegas casino and sat down at a Megabucks slot machine. With a pull of the lever, the reels aligned, the lights flashed, and Elmer hit the jackpot, winning a cool $4.6 million. Now, most people would be content with such a life-changing win, but not Elmer. 16 years later, at the age of 92, he found himself drawn back to the siren call of the Megabucks machine. And as if fate had a sense of humor, Elmer hit the jackpot again, this time for a staggering $21.1 million. The odds of winning the Megabucks jackpot are estimated to be around 1 in 49.8 million. To win it twice is almost unfathomable. Elmer's reaction was one of sheer disbelief and joy. He couldn't believe his luck had struck twice in a lifetime. Winning the jackpot once is a dream come true, but twice? It's a story that has cemented Elmer Sherwin's place in gambling history. Elmer Sherwin's story is the ultimate testament to the unpredictable nature of luck and the magic of Las Vegas. And there you have it, 7 of the most mind-blowingly unlikely events in gambling history. From streaks of incredible luck to near-impossible odds, we saw a man turn a $50 bet into $40 million, a woman winning a $35 million jackpot on her first try, and a poker player who won $2.5 million with a royal flush. These stories remind us just how unpredictable and thrilling the world of gambling can be. So, the next time you find yourself at a casino, remember these incredible stories and embrace the thrill of the unexpected. Whether you're a seasoned gambler or just trying your luck, the next big win could be yours. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.